Right, we are back here after sorting out the grid outs and trying to get everyone in, and people joining when they're not supposed to, and blah blah blah, blah this, blah blah blah, blah blah this, and blah blah blah. Anyway, we're back. Managed to get all 20 drivers back in. My blood pressure going above 3,000. Apart from that, we're all good and ready to go back going racing again. Hopefully we're getting more disqualifications because people are lagging out and it causes those disconnections, so hopefully we should be all good now. Remember to join up. Everyone, why is everyone just? I hate when people just. Somebody's not having a setup. By the way, somebody's not going to have a setup. I think, unless that waiting was because of people putting the setups on. That's the thing we need to be able to do is put the setups on. Hopefully remember. Otherwise, we're running around with default setup, which is not very good around here. However, it affects you by about a good second, I'd say at least. So, yeah, we'll see. But now we are going to go back racing again. Not too bothered about the tyres, to be honest. Let's check the tyre situations. Different than where before. Only metal's now on hard, soft. Smaldy and Canon metal all back at medium stuff as before. But this time, not as many people on the softs. To be honest, not too bothered about it, to be honest, because it hasn't really changed anything. The race is basically none and voids from like the previous start. So I'm not too bothered anyway. Just change the strategy. Just probably realise that it's probably a terrible idea. Anyway. We are back going again. Back formation and the Mercedes has spun off. I believe that's going to be Callum. No, it's Dangerman, and he's been disqualified because he standing still for too long. Dangerman, being a Dangerman, he has caused a danger for everyone, and man, he has screwed himself over. Anyway, back with it. Now everyone has now 4 fresh sets of softs to use during this race. So they've got plenty of tyres to choose from now. Everyone's all good, so just need to. Otherwise, there's a big gap. On Alpha Z. Get his tyres lined up somehow. Their fault is almost going flying across this formation lap. McKinnon needs to hurry up, man. He can't fuck his car up that much. Might have to get a penalty for that. He can't drop off that much. It was a very fast formation lap, not gonna lie. That's them, that is, for going so quickly. And Paz has screwed himself over, he's pointing towards the bloody barriers. Everyone's now coming towards the slots now. Alright, we're disqualified. Not sure how. I don't know how you screen out your grid slot so easily. This time Molly does not get himself disqualified. I don't know how hard it is to bloody park in a slot. It tells you when to stop, man. You stop when it goes purple, not when it goes red. Anyway, enough ranting for now. That's also disqualified. Now lights going off. Don't forget there's always a delay. Normally. Yeah. It's now going to be 3 or 4 or 5 lights for them now on the thing. It's now lights out and away we go here at Miami finally. As you get off, it's a good start. There's lots of cars going 3 or 4 wide. There's contact between the Alpine and the Mercedes. As you've got the Ferraris and McLaren tangling. There's definitely some contact to the back there, that's for sure. They managed to get through cleanly somehow as they come training through. There's some yellow flags. It's an Alpine and I think a Williams and a Haas. Sant is Distry. Distry is round. Sant has also been caught in it as well. Whether they took damage or not, I think, yeah, Distry's got damage. Small yellow flags, I think that's just for the cars getting caught in it. I think that's Tekker's. Tekker's is round. Callum is also round. He's not moving though. Oh yeah, he's alive. He's lost multiple positions in the process as well. Maldi's had a great start up into P5. So Forte's gone from pole to down to P4, so it's been a bad start for him. Mamo's also had a great start from P6 now into P3. So some people are having good starts, people are having bad starts. Now it's all about getting to rhythm. Don't do what Alpha Z does. As Danger Man's up the inside, that could be dangerous on himself. As now Hybrid is now going to overtake Danger Man. Danger Man's just completely screwed himself over by taking that line, trying to go to the inside. It was not going to work out. Neither of them are backing out here, but it looks like Danger Man's got some slipstream helping him down the straight. Now, like, who's got better on the brakes? Hybrid's better on the brakes. Pushes Danger Man wide, and Danger Man is going to, unfortunately, he's trying to gain a place. He's now lost a place. As Pazza now leads, and J Forte's round the pole runner. The pole starter has span from P4, and now he's down into P12. Luckily, he's fell into a nice gap where he can filter back into, as his teammate now has a bit of a peak inside. I know he's calling himself, and so does Moncho, because as soon as one car breaks himself, the other car does as well. And his car is very awkward, and now Moncho's got a great run side by side into this S section. Why is Bajaya Force of Alpine so tight on the inside? But he's just grinning his own race over by doing that. And Callum is out. He is retired in the pit lane. He is given up way too early. Oh, there's been a massive crash between the two Alpines, and that's Fernando and Pirlo is out of the race. And there's a full course safety car, and now Callum has left, and that's why you shouldn't retire, because now there's a safety car, been a Pierre Gasly, Lando Norris accident here, and it's a full course safety car, so shouldn't change anything in terms of strategies. So shouldn't affect anyone in terms of that front. Just more sleeping time for me. Why is Harvard trying to overtake Danger Man? Get on there. Hybrid's in the pits after one lap. What's he going to do? What strategy is he going to do then if he's going in the pits? Hybrid's in the pits. They don't have two sets of mediums, so you can't just go mediums. It is a set of mediums for Matador. You wonder if he's going to change the strategy from mediums to hards. Hybrid's on the set of mediums. Well, excuse me, I got some wind. So come to yeah. So Fernando's actually on the soft, which actually isn't that too bad of a way. I would have just gone the hards and then went on soft towards the end, but it's up to him. You might want to get track position before his next stop. Everyone else has stayed out. So yeah, it's why I keep tyres up, because it's interesting to see what they've gone to and how old they are. Oh, nice one's gone long. That's chaos. I don't know what's going on here. He's having his pass attack. It's AI. He's in AI, I think, and he's just not moving. And he's left the session. What's going on here? Forget you can't do it for that, can you? Bang back in if can. Hybrid's now trying to overtake him, which you can't do. Not sure how he's got away with that. Oh no, it's Sant, sorry, I thought that was that's the line driver. And now Sant's trying to overtake him, he's trying to break himself. I don't know what's going on there, it's too much scuffle. Go on it. KS is back in. Hopefully, it should be quite a short safety car. I don't want the safety car to go on for too long. I don't want what happened last week, where about a third of the race was under the safety car. Yeah, it's just not fun especially when you're commentating by yourself. There isn't much you can really do, to be honest. Mario has something to rant about. I just mumble about tyre strategies and how people are bottling it. So I kind of run out of ideas quite quickly. Pazza needs to stop making such a gap between him and the safety car. It's making the safety car go weird. Come on, Pazza, if you don't catch up, you're going to get disqualified. And it causes everyone to get a delta, which just makes everyone panic. And Pirlo's now disconnected. That's brilliant. Where's Pirlo? He's down the back here. Oh, he's retired. Never mind. So, safety car should hopefully be in this lap. I don't think it is though. I would hope so. No, there we go. There it is. I didn't even know where the first delta was. Safety car is in this lap. About time. Let's wait for the restart to happen. Pazza will now lead the way in this formation lap. This restart. He will lead, he will control the speed. He's going quite quick here. He's not giving him much to get to the safety car. It's going to stand a bit here. Salvador's just joined. He's like, can't even race anyway. It's too late. No! Oh, he's in the barriers! Pazza's in the barriers! And he's definitely got damage from that. Surely he's lost his front wing, I think. Out of that. Now it's just creating an absolute kerfuffle. And the Maudi's getting caught in this. And Maudi's now trying to gain the place from Memo. And there might be some legal overtakes here. And Memo goes, he goes too deep into turn 1. Pazza, I think he's lost his front wing, or he's definitely got some damage. Yep, his end plate's missing on the left hand side. I don't know how he could bin it. It's cold tyres and a bit too much weaving, a bit too much tyre warm up. It's just, he screwed himself over and now he's just understeering like a pig. And everyone's now going to go straight past him because he's got front wing damage. Oh, and there's contact! And Maudi's had to do avoiding action there. He's gone off the circuit and that's how he got to a shot viewing that. And he's gone past now. He's just getting absolutely swarmed. He's screwed himself over there. He's been put under pressure now. Everyone's just swarming past him like it's no tomorrow. Lots of cars. Oh, there's contact back there. Somebody definitely touched the barriers there. I think there might have been techers. Miles when you get a 5-second time penalty, that last would have been removed. But I don't know how that's happened. I just gained it off the position. I think he's got it. I think he went off the circuit when he overtook Pazza. He went off the circuit. That's why. Take avoiding action, but we can't remove it though because he's going to have to. He's going to take it in the pit stops. So I can't take that off. So I know he's trying to take avoiding action, but he should really try to keep it on the track. He had plenty of room. And if the car did understeer into you, the car understeered would have been spun around. Jeff Forte is trying to get itself back up into his positions that he'd lost from earlier. As Ferrari loses traction on the exit, that's Calamon's. And the Red Bull's in the pits. It's his race done, and he's got a 5-second time penalty for collision with Tekers. Not sure how that's worked out. Spinning the pit lane, I think that might be a DNF, I think. Yeah. Tekers retiring from the race. Seems to be more of a rage quit, to be honest, than a retirement. These guys are not really hitting the apexes very well, as the Ferrari seems a bit. But they're all missing the apexes there. Seems struggling with a bit of understeer. As Fernando is now using his overtake, trying to find a way past. He's on the softs here. Oh, lots of weaving, trying to find a way past, but no DRS yet. No DRS as at the moment. That's using a lot of overtake. Trying to get alongside and past Juan. Juan, they make contact here, and man, Fernando's going to get in. This is on his soft tyres, and that's Martin's now on the inside of him. Not something you want to do when you're on soft tyres, to be honest. And Matto's on the back foot now because he doesn't know much ERS to play with. Just enable Maldi's fast up a race. He's getting a pace in Alpha Z, not sure when that happened. Maldi's on the back, he's on the mediums, don't forget, so he's going to be a bit quicker for these first few laps. He's got that 5-second time penalty over his head though, so he needs to build a gap here. Oh my god! And then there's been a massive crash between a Memo and I don't even know who the person was. I forgot who it was now, it's just been crashed out of my memory. It was McKindo, wasn't it? McKindo and Memo. And a massive crash, and McLaren's got, I think, looks like he's got away with damage there. McKindo, I'm not sure. I think he might have a missing end plate. He's got damage on his right end plate. So even though Memo lost a lot more time, I think McKindo's been screwed over long term with that damage now. Hopefully he can carry on to his next pit stop, but that's going to hurt him a lot. If it's on the mediums, it wouldn't be too bad. Oh! And Dangerman's out! Dangerman had the spinner thing, and GF Auto went into the back of him, and his wheel has been ripped off, and there's another safety car. I think this is a good time for somebody like Maldi to pit onto the hards. I want to smash it in, but I can't. So, another safety car, there's a massive crash there. Unfortunately for Dangerman, he made a mistake and somebody went into him. It's a couple of times over the season, multiple tears. Maldi stayed out. It's a bit risky on those hards to make it to the end, I think. I think Maldi doesn't want to lose track position here. I think he wants to stay ahead, try and pull up a gap, and then pit. If he pits now, it just might get screwed over by the track position, and the tyres might not make it to the end, because that's a long way on those hards. The hards can be about 21 laps maybe, around there, but you're pushing it with 22 laps, you really are pushing it. Don't think Maldi really wanted to pit that early. Normally you would pit about laps 12, 13, 14, 15 maybe on those mediums. It's quite a big window for those mediums to pit. But yeah, it definitely helped people that got damaged earlier to fix their tyre front wings or whatever we need to do to get the car back out on the circuit in a decent condition. Chaos was also retired as well, not sure when that happened. Why is McKindo not pitted? Why is he not pitted for the new front wing? He could easily went onto the mediums and then went on the softs to the end. Oh, I don't know anymore. It's retarded. Anyway, Hyman's looking in tasty. He's on fresher mediums compared to everyone else around him. Looking pretty good for him. He could probably, if he can stretch these tyres long enough, you know, he could probably go onto the softs towards the ends, but I'm not sure because he'll have to do at least another 12 laps on those tyres, and it's pushing it, I think. But again, about 5 of those laps are going to be under the safety car, so I don't know how much they can stretch those tyres still. And Fernando's just gone straight on at the hairpin and lost more positions. The softs as well should really pit, to be honest. McKinley's now finally boxed, a lap too late, onto some mediums. These though won't go to the end, he will have to go medium softs to the end. Very, very quick, but he's got a lot of track position to gain up. He's still going to make another pit stop and gain all those places. Everyone yet still to pit, or most people anyway. Well, I think pretty much everyone's still yet to pit. I don't think anyone else. I don't think anyone can go to the end yet. Juan's picked up a penalty. Not sure when that happened or what it's for. I think it was a 5-second time penalty, I presume. Still got 5-second time penalties. Maldi's still got a 5-second time penalty for overtaking. Whoever damaged on lap 1, whatever it was. Can't be it was now. I think it was Pazza. Obviously, when it's going slow, Maldi tried to avoid action going wide. He's got the penalty because he took over the softer circuit, despite being avoiding action. But obviously, the game doesn't recognise that, so he will have to carry out 5 seconds above his head. That's why he's stayed out. He's hoping to pull out a gap. Memo has left the session. People need to have better internet here. I don't know why they keep disconnecting. Go back in. Safety car won't be in this lap because that Ferrari is too far behind. Don't move up with the safety car, we will go. We've already got 5 DNS so far. I've got Callum retired early, which he shouldn't have done because the safety car came out as soon as he left. We lost Pirlo after that massive crash with his teammates into the barriers. A bit of a Keir Gasly, Lando Norris off incident, but this time he actually ripped his wheel off, literally, not just tyre. Tekker's, I can't remember exactly, to be honest, we gave some damage and stuff, and he gave up in the end. Danger man ahead, he span out just before the chicane during that left-hander, that tight right-hander, going to left-hander before the chicane. Span around there, and I think it was JF40, I think it might have been. So definitely a blue car of some kind. Went straight into the side of him, ripped his wheel off. It's, I've seen a few other moments like that before. I think it happened to Hybrid. Oh, I know it was cooking. It was cooking in Tier 2. It happened to him in Bahrain, and it happened to me in Bahrain as well, where you get spun round, and then somebody goes into the side of you, where your front wheel is, and your front wheel gets ripped off, and the car behind, the car that hit you, just gets away with basic damage. So yeah, it's one of those situations really. Safety car should hopefully be in this lap. You know, it's helping some of the hard runners, you know. So if this rate, I'll just go stretch it a bit longer and go on to the softs, because you're going to be done about 6 laps into the safety car this rate. I think it's about 5 or 6 laps into the safety car, so you saved about 2 or 3 laps of tyre wear. So let's see how it goes. These Tier 3 drivers, not sure how good they are on strategy, to be honest. I'll question that. Anyway, should be getting going anytime soon. Safety car lines around here. Sector 3 where it slots. There it is. Maldi will now slow one down. Obviously, luckily, he has 2 of his rivals now down at the back, or further down the back, I should say. So what he's got to worry about is Alpha Z. He's on the hard, it's on the soft tyres. Should get his tyres on for a little better. When is Mardy going to go? He's gone now. Alpha Z's reacted decently. I like his connection. Hybrid's been caught out here completely, and so is Moncho. Oh, Calamons has gone wide. Unfortunately, Moncho was too far behind to do anything about it. Remember, needs to take his ERS off, otherwise he will spin. That's why I have mine as a toggle. As a whole, sorry, not as a toggle. Yeah, flags. That is for Pazza. Pazza is round again. He's not his fault, and he has retired from the race. Bernard's on another set of softs here. Looking for a very good strategy. So I'm seeing on softs and maybe softs again towards the end of the race, like the end of again. Good strategy that is, maybe. Maldi not building up a gap so far. He needs to, if he wants to get the 5-second time penalty out of the way without losing too much positions. He needs to find a little gap to him to slot into when he comes to make his pit stop. Obviously he's on his medium, so he'll pit earlier than everyone else. I hope from that point he'll come into fresh air because he'll pit earlier than everyone else. But it seems to be a nice gap now. 1.3 seconds, obviously the bigger gap, the better it will be. But he's going to stay out hopefully at least another 3 or 4 laps before he even thinks about pitting. Fighting on the McKindo's up the inside of Sant. Quite an easy move there for him. McKindo is quite a bit faster driver than Sant. Sant's obviously trying his best, but it's just McKindo's just the next calibre above. McKinley's actually trying to make a move on Juan here. Up the inside, he's got the better tyres. District's got a 5-second for speed in the pit lane. That might be retirement now. Still, it's an early stop for him. He's only run his tyres for 9 laps. Actually belong to a set of one, and there's a that's Juan is round. Didn't know if any contact or anything. Too busy looking at the deltas at the time. Lobby spread out a lot here. This is talking about tier 3. There's a lot of differences in speed here. You've got like sort of the faster group here at the front, then you've kind of got that midfield group here, and then you kind of got the slow people who just kind of struggle towards the back. But Lobby seems to have grouped up a little bit. Maldi's definitely pulling up with a nice little gap here. It's exactly what he needed. He's pulled up on a good another on spot. 8/10 during his last lap. He's really trying to pull away here. He's using the actually he's got quite a bit of ERS still, so he hasn't really burnt a lot out. Like something like Calamon, who's got no ERS left at all. And you got Moncho and Memo side by side here. Into the corner. There's a Ferrari ahead that's slowing him down dramatically. Memo gets through. My continues a fast lap, and Moncho is round. He's finding himself almost into the barrier. Seems as if no, he's lost an end plate. He'll be jumping into the pits. Screw himself over because he's on the hards. He could go to the mediums, but it'd be a bit of a stretch to stay well. Most likely, probably seen another safety car anyway. So anyway, yeah, Maldi's picked up a nice gap here. And at this rate, he's only going to be slotting himself into a nice little gap, hopefully, ahead of Sant. But that's and he's only about 15 seconds behind, so he needs a big gap. He needs at least 30 seconds with that penalty. He needs to find a big gap here to fit slide into nicely. So you might want to do another couple laps on those tyres before he really thinks about pitting. Like I say, it's going to be crucial where you come out track position, especially because these hard runners will be going an extra few laps. The last thing you want to do is be stuck on people on older tyres while you're on fresh tyres. As Alpha and Calamans are going through, Calamans just doesn't have the ERS to do anything with it. Ibis picked up a penalty, so that's good news for Maldi. Yeah, ERS left for Calamans as Mo's so much better on the brakes. Up the inside as you do it. Gives him no room on the exit, sweeps round the inside, and Hybrid sets fast up the race. So Maldi needs to pick up his pace here. As Hybrid is suddenly now released from Alpha Z, and Alpha Z is struggling. McKinley still not set you a fast lap time, so he's definitely back in this race. Alpha just doesn't have the pace. And there's been a spinner. It's Calamon's. As he has an end plate though, that's the question. Yep, his front wing seems to be intact, so good news for him. Sant in the pits. It was a very early stop onto the mediums. I'm not sure if they're damaged or anything, but it was a very, very early stop onto the mediums. They will just about get this should go to the end. 16 laps should be fine. Just an early stop than I was expecting, that's all. Maldi's actually pulled up a nice gap here. I think Hybrid's made a mistake because Hybrid's lost about 8/10, 7/10 to Maldi. That's of course his last lap, so Maldi continues to build a gap here. I don't think Hybrid's on a couple of laps fresher tyres than Maldi's, so that's making a little bit of a difference. Hybrid seems to have gone wide, there's mistake next there. Maldi's into the pits. He's gone for a slightly early stop. I think it's where he's going to come out of. I'm expecting behind the Ferraris, maybe? Maybe ahead of the Haas, hopefully. By the second time penalty being done, it will come out around behind the Ferrari, surely. Williams' last car on the basically on the thingy. Here he is. Ferrari's in the pit, so that's one less car to worry about for Maldi. The Haas continues going. Yep, so just behind the Ferrari of Matador. he's come out of nice fresh air though, so he can push, and he's cost a bit more on exit. Luckily, he hasn't got a penalty for that. We're not to be. Oh, we don't give penalties for people touching the white line. That's just idiotic and retarded and stupid, and people with zero brain cells to do that. So Hybrid will continue to lead. Hybrid could probably stretch this stint actually, maybe go onto the softs, but that's stretching his tyres a bit more than he would want to. But the thing is, he probably doesn't want to go back onto the hards, that's the thing. Maybe he would want to stretch them, because obviously you don't have 2 sets of mediums available to you in this game. So you have to either commit to one tyre or the other. You can't just go back onto the same tyre you were on before. You only get 1 set of these. Is he going to pit this lap? No, he continues going. Obviously, Mo and Alpha C on the hards will continue going, but Alpha C just doesn't quite have the pace of the McLarens. So, we'll see how that goes. Fernando on his meat and his softs working well for him, but they're not going to last very long. So, let's continue making his battles for now. He's got DRS now available to him. No move done as yet, but that's definitely wide for Lomelin. Now Fernando's all over the back of him. Because ERS the Forte's got though. You can see his flashing red lights and he's probably licking his lips now. Thinking, yes, I've got these bases because I've got the ERS to do it. I don't know what line Lomen's taking, or even Fernando's taking either. Both of them took the most special line I've ever seen in life. Oh, the light is getting cramped. Oh, I didn't much as I thought it would. Run outside for the Forte. Got the move done. That's also already starting to go off, I believe. Let me see him defending lines, even though when he shouldn't. Oh, there's contact. There was contact there. Be careful. I think Marty spun. Marty spun. He was like a second and a half behind Matador. He's now 8 seconds. Maldi has spun. So Maldi has lost about 8 seconds during that time. He's got ahead of Lomelin, but he's lost a lot of time now to later the fact. What's that done to him now? He's now 28 seconds behind the leaders. That's quite a lot. The pit lane is quite short around here. It cuts off turn 1. So, not good for Maldi. He needs to find some of that time back up again. As Mackinder, I think she's got past Alpha Z, but that's expected. Mackinder's on 8 lap holds medium, so Alpha Z's done double amount of laps on his hards. Alpha Z seems to be struggling quite a lot. He doesn't quite have the pace, as is McLaren's. Leaving out a DRS. Mackinder seems to be putting lower wings as well, which is not helping him. Now he's just chopped that gap down by about 5 seconds. So Maldi's looking to get revenge here on himself. Alpha Z's in the pits, so this is a good reputation. This is where he comes up compared to Maldi. Alpha Z in the pits, onto a set and some mediums, I'm presuming. Quite a late stop this is, not gonna lie. But I was expecting around lap 15-16 them to pit. Get on as early, means as early as possible. Unless Momo's trying to go for the softs. And Maz Maldi, he's behind Alpha Z by quite a margin actually. Don't forget Alpha Z's going to have these cold tyres, but now he's on a softer tyre. This is the problem with Maldi. He spun on the tyres he couldn't afford to spin on because These tyres now, he's got to go on his tyres to the end, and everyone else now is on a softer tyre compared to him. It's going to gain a bit of time at the moment because Alpha Z's obviously on cold tyres. Marty's going to gain lots of time here. Nothing crucial. Memo's all the back of hybrids. Just, my hybrids tyres are probably almost dead now. He's a 15 laps old now. Those tyres are not going to be very nice anymore. Memo hasn't got the ERS to play with though. He's got the DRS though, which is enough for him. Starting to get some multiple penalties, multiple warnings. So, not good for him. As now, Memo got past hybrids. Hybrid needs a pit soon, but he's going to try and stretch those tyres to the soft tyre pit zone. So realistically, he needs to do at least another lap before he pits onto those softs. But the softs don't last very long. 10 laps max. Right, I'll get down to 2.7 seconds, but now Alpha Z on those fresh softs, he's going to start pulling away again. So not looking too good for Maldi. He's probably not able to get a podium at this rate, so it's going to be difficult for him. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, flags, that is Death Street. What he's doing. It's a very weird place to have a slow moment. I think he has contact with maybe some lonely in there, maybe. He was going slow there as well, ghosting. But I'm not sure what happened to them there. Oh! Maldi, how did he spin it there? Maldi, how have he spun it there? Shouldn't be accelerating that hard around there. Santos retired on the track. Is he going to cause a safety car? Hybrid's definitely struggling on those tyres now. Don't pulled over on the circuit. No safety car at all. Now Maldi's 10 seconds behind Alpha Z. He's just not gone well for Maldi this race, hasn't. He's making mistakes where he shouldn't be spinning around there, to be honest. I've never seen anyone spin on acceleration through there. Maldi's in the pits. Not sure what this is for. Is this to retire? I don't think he will do. He's still got anything the points here. I think he's just gone, screw it, I'm going to go on a set of softs. I think this is what this is. Don't like these tyres. Onto a set of softs. So I think he's gone on his hards and went, I don't like them. And he's come back on the circuit. But no, he's all the way back here now on a set of softs. Let's hope now as everyone else here doesn't start pitting a couple of laps and gets them on them. That's all I can really say, to be honest. McKindo's now catch up to Memo here. Both of these are still at the pits, so it's hybrid. These guys will pit this lap now. Yeah, I won't be surprised if Memo pits this lap now. And so will hybrids, but then again, Memo might want to go a bit longer on those hards. Memo's in the pits. Hybrids has to stay out because Memo's into the pits. Hybrids is the problem. Hybrids are going to go an extra lap on those mediums. He's done 18 laps on them now. Those tyres are going to be exploding at this point. These tyres mean they should be about 16 laps. Memo's onto a set of softs. He's going to come out ahead of Alpha Z here. Maldi's getting past Loman here. Maldi's gone on those softs. He would have put out a second and a half just from that corner alone. Yeah, I think Maldi's just going to flood away now. Must be really, really nice. I think he's just lost time now. I think he had lost a bit of a rear end. Man, he's struggling. He doesn't manage his throttle very well, even on the traction control. He doesn't manage it very well. He attacks into corners where he shouldn't be attacking. He accelerates too much. And I don't know how DRS on Juan here. Juan's got plenty of DRS to use, but whether he wants to fight or not, it's up to him. Breeze past them. No competition needed. Very low high wings, Juan is. Akindo's in the pits. Why is Hybrid say that? Why is Hybrid not pitted yet? I'm confused. So I'm saying over lap. He's gonna get massive into now. He's lost. My Hybrid's up in this race now. He's got a penalty and he's just screwing himself over. These undercuts are massive, bigger than the overcut will be. Well, those softs are just too quick. The softs are to overcut. But yeah, the gaps are spaced out now. From what I'm really saying now, Fernando's not going to start at the end. That's for sure. Those are not going to the end. Moncho could probably get his tires at the end, maybe. Macklin is a bit, for sure. Collins is in the pits again. Their retirement. One another set of tyres. Seems like another set of tyres. He's only done 5 laps on them. He's obviously realised that he's not going to get his tyres at the end. Lehman's catched up on Juan here. Juan's on 21 laps old hards. Been on them since like 2 or something. Yeah, Forte's also on the pits. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what his tyres were on before. He's got no ERS here, but he's gaining so much speed. Juan's using a very high wing, which doesn't really work around here. I'm just setting another fast off the race. He's definitely pushing. And he's going to breeze past Juan here. Oh, it's gone wide, and Lehman needs to stop going wide at turn 1. He's done that every single time now I've seen him go around there. He's gone wide at turn 1. Not happening. I don't know why he's going to move here. It ain't going to work. It isn't going to work, yeah. All that overtake and just to back out. That's what I would get. No, I mean, it won't work. I did this yesterday on Monday. It didn't work very well. Now, DRS for him. Akindo's just got past Memo. DRS, easy. And Memo's got a dive up the inside. Oh my god, a dive bomb and a half. He's hit the barriers. I think he's got away with damage there, but he will have DRS going to turn 1. Not really anything to as Lemon gets past Juan. Juan's trying to do a switch up move, but his hards are done. As Akinda gets faster than Maldi. Yeah, flags. Distries in the barriers. Again. So, not a formation for him. Right now, show safety car. Montro's got fastest number to being in the pit lane. Not good for him. Oh, Memo spun round. Memo, he always spins. I knew he. Memo, he always spins it at some point completely on his own. And you know why people tend to spin when they have the most grip? Like yesterday, people were spinning more on the slicks than they were on the wets and intermediates. And he spun again, his tyres are too hot. He spun again. Jaforte is coming up behind him. Alpha Z's picked up a penalty. Memo's just lost his podium now because of that. Memo could have got a podium there if he even just stayed behind Alpha Z, but now he's got to find 3 seconds. Those rear tyres are going to be very hot. Look, he's got a straight now to cool him down with. I think Maldi's on for no more than about P7. If Maldi didn't make the spin, I think he'd be probably, and didn't have a pit stop, Maldi would be P5 right now, P4. For sure. Because that would have put him 20 seconds. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, Forte's catching up on Memo's on more worn. He's spun on his tyres as well, like 3 times. So his tyres are going to be warmer, more worn. And they're older as well. Well, that's more worn, same thing, isn't it? Now, JFA Forte. Oh, Memo! What's going on? Oh, he spun again. What is wrong with that car and no softs? He's not done all racing, he's gone and spun like 3 times in like a whole lap. Now, Fernando's coming up like a Matador. Matador's been on the tyres for a long time now. He's not going to get those mediums at the end, surely. He's not going to do 22 laps on a set of mediums. That would be ridiculous. Well to the pits. Yeah, he wasn't getting those tyres to the end for sure. They weren't going to happen. And just not in a striking reach on Matador here. I think McKindo's going to be on the way to victory here. Iber's got a penalty. He's not coming from back from it, and he's on 23 lap old medium, so he's not going anywhere. 23 laps old. It's working though. Fernando still can't find a way Matador's struggling now. Neither of them have got any ERS to play with, although they're still seem to use it most anyway. And Fernando, the DS has gone past finally. But those tyres are going to start going soon. Fernando's tyres are not going to go to the end. They'll be gone by lap 10. And that's only in 2 laps time. He's going to do 2 more laps after that. He's going to do 12 laps next tyres. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. Nothing much else can really do right now apart from mumbo jumbo load crap, because nothing is happening. McKindo's gone. He's a 19 lap old, younger, soft tyres. Alpha Z's he's a lot fresher tyres than hybrids, but he's got to gain 6 seconds in a matter of like 3 laps, which is a tall order. J Forte, he's going to gain about the same amount of time in that time period. Fernando, he's struggling to get his tyres properly to the end without them wanting to explode. Matador's, well, again, he's going to be going quite long on his tyres, not as long as hybrid obviously, but still a very long time on those mediums. Now it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to overtake Matador here. Well, yeah, maybe Mardy can, but it's tall order, 6.6 seconds in 2.5 laps. Yeah, Maldi's just gained about a second and a half through there. Maybe even 2 seconds now. Matador must have made a mistake, or his tyres are already just like gone. But even then, it shouldn't have been 2 seconds. Maldi getting down the straight, it seems. Maybe it is on. He's only going to gain 2 seconds of that now, but he's got to catch him. Like I said, this mediums are very warm, so I'll say it goes. Alpha Z's caught up a lot now. Alpha Z out. Hybrid's tyres are gone, I think. Because Alpha's just caught up like 4 seconds last lap. Well, he's got the gap down now to 3.8. He is catching up quite considerably. He's using those tyres to hang on. Everything seems to come into play here. McKinley's just pulled about 7 seconds in the last like 2 laps. Thing is now, Hybrid's not going to worry about GF40s on the still quite decently fresh softs, and he's only about 4 seconds behind, and Hybrid's got a penalty, so this is not good for Hybrid now. He's might be a threat of losing that podium at this moment in time. Long lap to go. McKindo is just started the last lap of the race. He's just lapsed history. Maldi's caught up a lot now, and he's now right at the back of Matador. 1.7 seconds. He's gained about 3.5 seconds this lap. And again, Alpha's through on Hybrid. Hybrid's tyres are shot to pieces. The tyres has done about 6-10 laps longer than they should have done. He's got a puncture. He's got a puncture. Hybrid's got a puncture. He's got a front left puncture, I think. Is it a rear tyre puncture? I can't see. He's got a puncture. I think he's got a puncture. I can't see anything. I think he's got a puncture. Or it's just really that slow. No, seems good. So it almost seems like he's got a puncture. His tyres are that worn now. You can see the different, the very, very, very dull colour now his tyres are. Look at him, he's going. He's got 0 grip. McKinley's coming up to win this race. Maldi's just not quite getting past Matador. We'll have him going through this next section. As anyway, McKindo will come around and be quite a big lead in the end. It'll be a victory for McKindo. Alpha Zero looks like he'll pick up that P3. J Forte's right behind him. J Forte's actually had a brilliant comeback here on those soft tyres. He's going to pick up P2 here. Alpha Z will drop down to P3. Hybrid will be out of the podium positions. His tyres are gone. Like, I swear he's got a puncture of some kind. He's going that slowly. Hybrid got P3. Fernando will come P5. Maldi has just got the place. Why is he going slow? Why is he going slow for? Has he got a puncture? Maldi's got a puncture, I think. I think he had a puncture of some kind. He's going very slowly. I think Maldi's tyre's either gone or he had a puncture of some kind. I don't know what happened to him at the end. He should have got Matador. But even at the eyes, kind of like, I don't know, wobbly moments. I don't think I can see punctures. I don't think I can see punctures. But I think he has a puncture. I don't think I have the ability to see punctures. Hybrid's getting beast, so I think Hybrid had a puncture as well. I thought he had a puncture. I can hear something, but I can't see anything. I think they had punctures. I think that's what they had. So, punctures at the end. I did say Maldi's tyres were pushing it. I did say the 10 laps was very long on those tyres. Driver days, NMR Hybrid. But I don't know actually. McKindo had a comeback. Both of them had to crash and still managed to get P1, P2 in the end. Despite having a mid-air, I didn't mean to skip the bloody podium. I'm too tired. Sorry about that. I'm quite tired at the moment. Makindo is your race winner here at Miami. J Forte 56 behind, finishes P2. Alpha Z P3, Hyper P4 with a believer with a puncture at the end. Higher Fernando P5, Matador P6. Smirnady, I believe again a puncture at the end for him, P7. Memo P8. Loman P9. Moncho P10, 10 seconds times of penalties. I think I lost a couple of places at the end of there, I think. Calamon's P11. Juan P12, District P13, Annie Dines were Sant, Inpaza, Chaos, Dangerman, Tekers, Pirolo, and Callum. Well, I'm going to call it a day. I am too tired to make any interviews today. Don't really want to be asked to do it anyway, but I'm going to end it there. It was a bit of a strange race in the end. Not the greatest race, to be honest. I'm hoping something better for Imola. Imola all seems to have spicy races. But for them, I'm just going to call it there and call it a day. So thank you very much for watching. Please come back for next week. For the circuit... Oh, I don't even bother saying... Well, I'm just going to say the Enzo, whatever what it's called. I mean, it Magana Grand Prix next week with the back on the com box with Maldi for Monday. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.